Hello everyone, welcome back to Speakophobia. I hope all is well with you. We recently started this interactive series and this is our 8th session in this series. So my dear friends, we always address the common problems and challenges we encounter in our English communication journey. And I believe you people are getting the benefits. Because I know many of us have lots of issues and problems when it comes to spoken English. We are not able to communicate properly. And whenever our guest shares their experiences, their challenges, the problems they faced when they started their journey, it's gonna help you to understand where you are lacking and how to find out those areas and fix those problems. Because everybody wanna improve our spoken English. So without any further ado, let me get started. We have a special guest today, Anita Ma'am. She is very consistent, serious about her English communication, and she is a learner. Anita Ma'am, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, sir. I'm doing great, sir. What about you, sir?
I'm also doing good, ma'am. Thank you so much for asking. Would you please give a tiny intro for our viewers?
Thank you so much for asking my introduction, sir. Sure, sir. I'm Anita Niranjan Rao. Basically, we are from Karnataka, but now we are staying in Tamil Nadu. I am a homemaker with the two kids, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this wonderful intro. We can just jump into our discussion. And if anybody gonna listen to our videos, of course, I believe, as I have mentioned in my introduction, they definitely get that benefit. Because many people, they wanna improve their spoken English, but they have some issues, common issues, and everybody faces whenever they start their spoken English journey. So, ma'am, we would like to start with one question. How did you improve your English? How did you become confident?
Yes, sir. Everyone facing some different kind of problem, sir. I am also facing initially some problem about this English communication. That first thing is I don't want to speak with any single word in front of people. This is my main problem, sir. Why? Because I have that shyness, sir. Initially, I have that lot of shyness because I am not a open girl. I am not a open woman. This is my one weakness point, sir. Because apart from that side, I am a very creative woman. I can handle my kids in a very good way. But come into this English communication, I am not open up, sir. I am fumbling very much. The main reason is my shyness, sir. I have that knowledge about this English language, sir, but that main shyness, sir.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think many people have the same problem, okay? Uh, they can read, they can listen, they can understand English, and even they can write English. But when it comes to speaking, they have something, as you said, maybe shyness. Something is not allowing them to speak, right? So we have to get rid of it because we know the importance of English communication, especially in this current phenomena. So we have to overcome it, ma'am. So I just want to ask you one more question related to this. Uh, everybody has their own problems, their own issues, especially when they started their journey as a tyro, as a novice. So, ma'am, what are the challenges and problems you faced when you begin this journey?
Yes, sir. Initially, I don't have any surroundings, sir. I'm facing that surrounding, and some I always dwelling on that grammatically things. I don't want to make sentence in one way. I'm always looking at that grammar point only, and lack of pronunciation, sir. I don't know how to pronounce that new words. This is a main problem, sir, because this language is a very fluent way. Sometimes that same word also we can't we have to pronounce that word in a different way. This is a main problem, sir.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think, of course, many people they are that much concerned about grammar said, and they wanna become grammatically correct. Then only they start speaking English. They are waiting for that moment. Okay. And also, as you said, pronunciation problems. We even, I think I recently created a video about it. Pronunciation is one of the biggest challenge for every learners, but slowly we can improve it, right? So, ma'am, one another question. Do you get stuck while speaking English? Because why I ask this question? Because many people, they used to say, I get stuck. My mind goes blank whenever I interact with somebody. So I want to ask you, do you get stuck while speaking English?
Of course, sir. I get a lot of time in while speaking, sir, because of my, as I told before, fear, that shyness, sir. This is a one main reason, sir. And second thing is a fear about that English language and the lack of confidence and some grammar mistake. If I am saying something to people, they are thinking my grammar. They are thinking my pronunciation. In this small reason, I have sir that initially moment. And one more thing is sir, perfection. I always finding that perfection. If I am perfection, then only I can speak in front of people. In this, I always finding that perfection, sir. But it is not going to work, sir. Uh, so we have to take action towards this all things, sir.
Exactly, ma'am. These are the common issues everybody faces nowadays because everybody has that fear. So different types of fear. Okay, somebody has maybe fear of making mistakes, fear of grammar, fear of being judged by other people. Some people, they are that much worried about their pronunciation, even sentence formation, lack of confidence, and also you mentioned here shyness, right? People think, if they speak English and they may make mistakes. Of course, if anybody start their journey without making mistakes, it's not possible, right? If anybody speaks better English nowadays, when their initial time, of course, they were making so many mistakes, right? But if anybody has a negative mindset like this, of course, they cannot improve their English. So you mentioned about fear, perfection, grammar, and also shyness. What kind of fear you had when you started your journey?
Yes, sir. That big fear is, yeah, people thinking about myself. She has not good enough to knowledge, and she has that English mistakes. Means they are thinking about my only knowledge only, sir. Because if we have good knowledge, definitely we can share our thoughts in a fluent way. If we don't have any good amount of knowledge, definitely we have some kind of fairness. That is why we are showing our fairness towards that people, sir.
Exactly, ma'am. So I just want to emphasize a few things here. There are two types of learners. Okay. So first one, I can categorize A. So they are waiting for that perfection. Okay. They have enough knowledge, particularly grammar. They are able to frame sentences. Even they can convey that message. But due to some reason, they don't want to speak. They don't want to open their mouth. They are still waiting for that moment. That moment, they are able to speak perfectly. They are chasing that perfection. Okay. They are still in that particular zone. But when I say that, people, if I categorize, learners B, okay, means whether they are making so many mistakes, their grammar is not good. They make, as I said, that much mistakes. Okay, they are not able to even frame proper sentences, but they have a mindset. Okay, they can speak. They want to speak. They are confidently speak, and they don't bother about their mistakes as well. So, what is my opinion here? We have to be in the category B. Okay, perfection, it is the byproduct. So what we have to be done, we have to start, right? We have to start speaking. No matter, whether we make mistakes, not only in grammar, whether we have pronunciation problem, mother tongue influence, even if we are not able to frame sentences, first and foremost thing, we have to start speaking English. Then only slowly, steadily, we will be able to improve our spoken English, right? So thank you so much, Anita ma'am, for sharing your experiences. I think everybody has the same type of issues and they are lacking in these areas, but they are waiting for that moment. But my dear friends, look at us. Okay, Anita ma'am and Nofal, we are also making mistakes, but we are confident. We want to speak. because we strongly believe only speaking can help us to improve our speaking skill, right? So it doesn't mean, we have to make mistakes. Slowly we can improve the areas where we are lacking. So once again, thank you so much, Anita ma'am. So I just want to ask you one more questions, because you are very serious about your English journey. So would you please explain the importance of creating an English environment? Because many people don't have an awareness about what is English environment. They just want to speak. They just want to improve their English, but they don't know how they can create that environment in their day-to-day life. So would you please explain something about English environment and its importance?
Yeah, sure, sir. First we have to think in English, because this is very hard in initially stage. Okay, we have to forcefully we have to think in English. Okay, if we are getting any small things, okay, what is the name in English, we have to think small things in English. Definitely it will become a habit. After we have to jump into that reading habit, because sir, yesterday I am reading the in the I was reading one book. That time I sit simply 5 minutes. I think about that reading. Okay, if I have to inculcate this reading habit in my life, what are the uses of this reading? Okay, first is we have to get more and more knowledge, and we have to get a good pronunciation, and we have to get we will get some good vocabulary, and means this speaking. Okay, speaking is also very important. When we are jump into that reading habit, we can speak with that author, we can speak with that book, we can grab speaking, listening, and vocabulary and good knowledge. See, more than five have more than five good things we can grab that from this reading habits, sir. And we have to create some good environment in English, sir, because initially I, as I told before, I don't have any environment initially, but now slowly my kids also grown up, and they are the my opportunity to speaking with them, sir. And I create with them, okay, today onwards we don't speak any our mother tongue, because you are also survive in your school in English only. That's why today onwards we have to speak in English. That day onwards, sir, without fail we are speaking in English to my kids also. It is a one plus point in my life, sir. And I can say one my personal exams also. Yeah, before 1 5 month I started my journey to speaking in English. I continue only 2 months. After I took a long time break, and after I again continues this journey, but in between I am not losing my hope. I always continue speaking with my kids. This is a one benefit, sir, because if we are not continuous with this journey also, we don't discontinue some speaking habit. Okay, some busy schedule we can't focus this reading and listening and vocabulary practice. At least you have kids, you have some environment, you have to speak. Otherwise you are not getting that fluence in next going forward. That's why this is my main intention. You have to speak every day with your kids. This is a good point, sir.
Exactly, ma'am. I with your points. Of course, this environment is very important to develop our spoken English. Many people don't have that awareness about it. Okay, they just randomly watch some videos on YouTube or Instagram, because there are so many channels. They give some tips and tricks to improve their spoken English, but we have to watch it. We have to inculcate those techniques and tips in our day-to-day life to improve our English. I'm not against it, but we have to have an environment in our day-to-day life. I already created a video about it. Even they just want to explain these things in nutshell. What are the environment we have to have in our day-to-day life to improve our spoken English? You already emphasized it, but I just want to recapitulate the points, whatever you already shared with us. First thing, we have to read. We have to read English books. We can start with any story books or any simple books. There are so many books available out there. Even we can read articles, anything, even newspapers. But most important thing, we have to read English books. We have to read English. We have to listen to English podcasts. We have to watch English videos. There are TED Talks, Josh Talks, web series, movies, whatever it might be. We have to watch English videos. And we have to have a separate notebook for our vocabulary, because we know the vocabulary is the tool that can make us more confident whenever we want to convey anything with anybody, right? Because vocabulary is important. Phrasal verbs, idioms, some powerful statements. So we have to have a separate notebook for that. Then we have to speak up. When other three habits give some input, whenever we speak, then only that input we can convert into output. So reading, listening, watching, and speaking. So these are the habits that we have to be followed in our life. English habits, I can say. I can also say this English habit is our English environment. So my dear friends, if you haven't started yet, just adapt these habits in your day-to-day life. Definitely that will make you more confident. Because whenever we want to communicate properly, of course, English is very, very important. But apart from that, we have to have good thought process. Whenever you read, you can just take an example of any successful person in this world. They all have a common habit, that is reading books. So whenever we read books, it can enhance our thought process. Whenever we have a good thought process, we'll be able to effectively communicate with other people, right? There are so many people good at English, but they are not good communicators. Why? Because they don't have a good thought process. They don't know what are the etiquettes and manners they have to be followed whenever they interact with anybody. They don't know how to deal with problem. So when we inculcate these habits in our day-to-day life, of course, we'll get that benefit. Also, you mentioned one important point. You started interact with your kids in English. Of course, so as a homemaker, as a parents, we must interact with our kids in English, because we all have one problem. We didn't have that environment since our childhood, during our childhood, right? Nobody was there to talk to us in English. But nowadays, scenario has changed. So we must not, allow our kids to struggle like us. Okay, because you know the importance of English, especially nowadays, not only in curriculum, even when they want to get a job, when they want to crack an interview, they must not have the same issues whatever we have been facing, right? So we have to interact with our kids in English. Also, whenever we go somewhere, whenever for instance, if you meet anybody, maybe a bank manager, doctor, or whoever it might be, in your day-to-day life, when you get a chance to speak in English, you have to create that environment in your day-to-day life. That will also help you to improve your confidence as well. And also, now you mentioned one thing, think in English. I just want to emphasize it because it's really a valid point. What we do as a tyro, as a novice, whenever we interact with anybody, we just think in our mother tongue, okay, then translate into English, then only we will open up. So it is it consumes that much time, right? So we have to practice think in English. I think English trainers, coaches, they always give these instructions to their students. You must think in English. So how to think in English? Because during our leisure time, whenever we travel, whenever we go for a walk, just bring any topic, simple topics, then think about it in English. Because whenever you talk to yourself, nobody gonna listen to you, right? Because only you listen to you, only you talk to yourself, right? So in this way, we have to practice. You must think in English. Then we can easily speak, easily convey our message with anybody confidently. So thank you so much, ma'am. You emphasized all these things, highlighted the points, the way you improve your English. So thank you so much for that. So, ma'am, today I think I don't know whether it is your first session or not. So how do you feel, ma'am, once you attended this session? Are you confident, comfortable, or do you have any fear before we started this interactive session?
No, sir, because I am putting a lot of effort in this platform, sir. Because whenever I got an instant topic in main room with you, that time I got a lot of points from you, sir. Because what is the reason behind this quick result means? that on the spot you are correct that main that wrong thing, sir. Okay, you have to raise your voice, you have to use your body language, means OBC method, and you have to ask a question, means this small things help to me a lot, sir. And whenever I got a chance to speak in front of anyone and in front of my kids, definitely I use all your methods, sir. That moment I unknowingly I my confidence level is high. This is a one great point, sir.
Exactly, ma'am, because we are practicing. Practice makes a man perfect. Without practicing, it's not at all possible for anybody to improve anything in their life, right? There is a very popular quote, okay? If nothing changes, nothing changes. If you want to make some changes in our spoken English or whatever it is, we have to have that mindset. I have to change myself. I have to change something in my day-to-day life. For instance, if I want to improve my spoken English, I do nothing, then I expect something like I just want to speak like native speakers. I have to improve my pronunciation. So if I haven't changed my mindset according to my goal, according to my dream, so then how are I going to improve? So first of all, we have to have that mindset. I want to start this journey. I want to improve. What is my why? How can I do that? In which way I can inculcate some habits, something to get better in this particular journey. So we have to have that crystal clear plan. And moreover, we have to be consistent. Many people, they start their journey, then after a while, they give up due to some reasons. We must not be like that. Before we start any journey, if I specifically mention about our English communication skill, it is a long-term journey. Okay. There are so many fake promises, and some people may say you can improve your English in 30 days, in 2 months. My dear friends, please do not believe in these fake promises. It takes some time. It definitely takes some time. Because we can't speak like native speakers in 30 days or in 3 months. It is a lifelong process. We have to have that mindset because when we accept these things, reality, then we never feel ourselves demotivated. Because some people, they join any courses and they do not get that desired result in 3 months or 4 months. Then they stop their journey. When you start your journey, you must understand how long it take to get that that benefit, that improvement, that result. Those people will be consistent and they happily enjoy their process. And I've seen there are so many people, they start, as I said, then they give up. They cannot be consistent. So there is my all-time favorite formula, CDSE. I think you might have heard from me so many times in the session. Consistent, directed, self-motivated efforts. We have to be consistent. We have to be directed properly, and we have to self-motivated, and we have to put lots of efforts to get the things into effortless, right? So my dear friends, so these are the things I just wanted to share with you. And Anita Ma'am, she shared her experiences and her struggles, challenges, problems in this English communication journey. And I believe you people also have the same issues and challenges. Why we address these common issues and challenges here? Because many people, they are not that much interested to this to learn spoken English, because whenever they think about their spoken English, instantly some thoughts come in their mind. I'm not good at my English. I don't have that environment. I am from a vernacular medium. My friends don't like to talk to me in English. So how can I improve my English? My dear friends, there are so many resources. But if you have that mindset, I just want to become like that, I want to improve my spoken English, of course, you will be able to improve. Don't say it is impossible. It is possible. You just need to give one single space in between M and P. You can read the same word impossible into I am possible. So just have that mindset. And as I said in the initial time, if you really want to be a part of this interactive series, you can just email me, speakophobia@gmail.com, and I can connect with you. But give some time, because I already received some messages from our viewers, from my friends and acquaintances. But I must connect with you, and we will have a meeting on YouTube, and it will improve your confidence. Also, I really love to listen to you, to share your experience with our audience. So thank you so much, Anita Ma'am. for joining with me today, and you already shared your experiences, and it's gonna help everybody who wanna improve their spoken English. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, sir. Before ending, I want to share one statement, sir. If your English habits is strict, your actions are swift. Definitely one day you will be the best communicator. You don't wait for your perfection, because continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. You have to continue improve. You have to take a continuous actions. It will make a huge changes in your life. Thank you, sir.
I second that, ma'am. Wonderful. Okay, that's really a wonderful statement. So, my dear friends, if you really like this video, this session, so do not hesitate to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon. I'll come up with one another amazing video that will also help you to improve your spoken English. Till then, take care and bye bye. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you.